15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Goff on first down. Right side complete. That's Woods. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Goff.
Chase on.
They just gave up a sack there. If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are. And I'm wondering if they'll have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So here the Jaguars in great field position already. They'll be led out by a Southern California kid. Played his college ball in L.A. at USC. At quarterback, it's Sam Darnold. First down, this is Geis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's letting it. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Allen's first catch, good for a first down.
Los Angeles.
On first down, it's gone. A quick pass to Cup. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Intended target was Cam Akers, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
I was starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Geis with a carry on second down, and he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll hand it down to Geis, and he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 17, Darnold into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Touchdown, L.A.
Picked off at his own 10. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Switzer on the return. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 20.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. He sets to fight. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. And I guess the question... Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a toss, running left, Akers. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. Third and long. It's Goff. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was third and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the one interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On second down, Darnold rolling to his left. Winds up and lets it. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
He's coming. We got double up. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I smell fear in that offense.
On first down, Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it's going to be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. of the shotgun. Here's Darnold. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Lambeau on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Cam Akers.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again is gone. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series for those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Woods. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun. Goff. Allen has it, left side. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Goff. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Goff throwing again. For the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
49-yard line.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Now, the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the second quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
And he probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Darnold now to throw. Able to find his running back, Geis. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. A final shot before the break, Darnold. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
28, Rams 7.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Check pass, check pass.
Throwing here on third down. Darnold looking right sideline. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Darius Geis, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. He's letting it fly for, and this is caught at the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
To kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Complete.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
7 yards there and a first down. Goff on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Goff now looks to throw. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. That throw into the arms of Allen. 7 yards, the pickup there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the 27, Goff looking for Allen. He's got him on the slam. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Back to throw, Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. It's good, and it's now 35-14. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes! L.A. football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Goff. That'll be caught by Kupp. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the air again, Goff. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Goff's throw here finds Woods, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception, but not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. A gain of 3, second down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll go again here with Akers. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll look to run with Akers. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Goff. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. From the gun, here's Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Darnold wants to throw the football out to his left. Taking a shot for Samuel. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Darryl Worley. He's got daylight. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll try and burn some clock with Geis. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. He'll rifle. He's got a man. Complete. 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And the lead is up to 14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time.
Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So Goff and the Rams down by 2 touchdowns. Under a minute 20 to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A shotgun snap for Goff. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sent back at the 38. Josh Allen in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And he's going to go down again. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Third and long. It's gone. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. K'Lavon Chaisson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for